here at the 2010 OneMedForum in San Francisco. I'm now joined by Manish Singh, CEO of ImmunoCellular Therapeutics. Manish, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
I think probably the best way to start this is, can you just give me a brief overview of the company as well as how you joined it?
Sure. The company is a spin-off of Cedars-Sinai Hospital. Two of the top brain surgeons there have been developing these technologies there for the last 10 years. And the main technology is really around treating brain cancers. What we have here is essentially next generation Dendreon. I saw this company when it was still at an early stage as a venture capitalist. And I felt that the data and the technology was compelling enough for me to leave the venture capital job and to join this company.
Interesting. Well, with the exception of Dendreon that you mentioned, cancer immunotherapies have been a pretty difficult space. What do you think differentiates your company and your technology from the other failures that have been out there?
Sure. So there are essentially two main things that are differentiating us from Dendreon and every other failure that has happened in the past. First is what we are targeting. If you think of cancer as a pyramid of cells, where you have the cancer stem cells at the top and the daughter cells or the bulk of the tumor at the bottom, everybody has been targeting primarily to these daughter or the bulk of the tumors. What we are trying to do is to really target at the cancer stem cells. It's like the best analogy I can give you is think of the weeds that grow in the grass. The surgeon can pull the weeds out, or by chemotherapy you can kill the weeds. But as long as you leave the roots inside, the weeds tend to come back. What we are trying to do is really get rid of the roots itself. Secondly, instead of targeting a single antigen, we are trying to target multiple different antigens. So the tumor does not have an ability to evade from the immune system itself.
Okay. Well, you recently did release some data on a brain cancer trial. Would you care to share that
Sure,
data?
sure. So we treated 19 patients for glioblastoma. 16 of them were newly diagnosed patients. And what we are seeing is that the progression-free survival is almost tripling from 6.9 months to 19 months. To give you that in a perspective, late Senator Kennedy was diagnosed with GBM in May of 2008, and he passed away in August of 2009. Around the same months, we treated about 6 different patients, and all of our patients are alive at this point. And not only that, they're actually completely free of the disease. So the data that we are seeing is some of the most compelling data that we have seen in GBM in the last 20 years.
Great. Highlighted by a recent deal that you guys just did with Roche, you also have an antibody platform in addition to your cancer vaccines. Would you care to share a little bit about that?
Sure. So on the antibody program, we have essentially antibodies that target lung cancer, pancreatic cancer, multiple myeloma, and ovarian cancer. We partnered one of these antibodies that targets multiple myeloma and ovarian cancer with Roche, and Roche will pay up to $32 million as this product is developed. In addition to that, we are also using the antibody platform to target cancer stem cells as well.
Okay, fantastic. I guess just from like a recap, from an investor standpoint, what kind of major catalysts and milestones do you think we'll see from ImmunoCellular, for the rest of 2010?
So in 2010, is going to be, I think, a transformational year for us. We're going to initiate our phase 2 clinical trial for glioblastoma later part of this year. We also are going to seek an orphan drug approval for this product. And lastly, we are going to start at least one additional phase 1 clinical trial for our cancer stem cell vaccine.
Fantastic. Manish, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Again, that was ImmunoCellular Therapeutics. For more information, they trade the symbol IMUC. You can also visit them online at imuc.com, as well as OneMedPlace.com for information.